A half hour on the golf course is generally enough to convert the most skeptical into enthusiasts. We were skeptical ourselves once, but after fanning the air and digging up the turf with that old driver about 16 times, we hit the pill right on the nose from about 200 yards, and oh boy, ain't it a grand and glorious feeling. The game of golf was introduced to Hamilton in 1917 under the initiative of a select group of faculty and townspeople, led by Professor Dr. Melbourne S. Reed. Although majority of Hamiltonians had never played golf before, the committee was confident that one trip around the course would convert all non-believers. Initially, the Hamilton Golf Club struggled to secure land, funding, and membership necessary to create a successful course. The founders wanted to make the club a community affair within the reach of everyone, both geographically and financially, and sought to keep membership costs low to attract as many new patrons as possible. In the winter of 1917, this matter was brought to the attention of Colgate's Board of Trustees. It was agreed upon that the university would donate the land on the upper or southeastern part of the campus to be used for the golf course. The board stipulated that the course was not to be under university control, but rather was to be the town of Hamilton's golf course governed by elected officials. This was an ideal situation for the new golf club. The landscape already contained many natural obstacles. It was located within walking distance of the village, and the lands came at no cost. The club's founders believed that it would eventually become a part of the Hamilton community. They felt that it would attract outsiders, encourage Hamiltonians to remain in the village during summer months, and serve as a new form of exercise and relaxation. The founders were surprised at the number of enthusiasts that lived in the village and desired to help make the club a success. Even those who had no interest in playing joined simply to help the cause and without expecting to enjoy the sport to any extent. The committee saw golf as a sophisticated activity that would bring prestige to the village of Hamilton. In early editions of the Hamilton Republican, golf was described as a gentleman's game, played by notable figures such as President Wilson and Secretary of War Baker.
By the mid-1920s, the course had become so popular that an expansion was looked into.
The present course is terribly congested, and it is really quite dangerous for the players,
Wrote Raymond Brooks, the secretary of the Alumni Association.
Sometimes there are 2 or 3 sets of players waiting on each hole, and very often they do not wait.
Mr. Brooks worked tirelessly, contacting numerous golf course architects and other universities in an attempt to maximize the land's potential. However, the club lacked the finances to completely overhaul the existing course and decided to add an additional 6 holes at a cost of $10,000. During this time, ownership of the course was taken over by the university. The town could no longer afford to maintain the club with its growing popularity. The course continued to expand during the late 1920s, and the present grounds were eventually found too small to accommodate the ever-growing number of golfers who frequented the club. Robert Trent Jones Jr., one of the most prestigious golf course architects of all time, was summoned to create a new 18-hole course. Because of the Great Depression, the blueprints for Seven Oaks sat in a drawer until the 1950s. When the plans finally came to fruition, the new property was transformed into what would become one of the top 20 college golf courses in the country. The initiative that began with only a few followers has evolved into an important part of the Hamilton and Colgate communities, bringing townspeople and students together because of a common love for the game.